Greetings grapplers, welcome to Judo for Jiu-Jitsu. My name is Larry Keith and this is Brian Powers, and today we're talking to you about part 3 of our Kata-guruma series, and we're going to be doing a cross sleeve variation. We already did a cross collar variation, we did an arm wrap variation. Now today we're going to be doing a cross sleeve variation. Cross sleeve techniques fit very well into a jiu-jitsu game, and so this is going to be part of a really good strategy. So today we're doing a cross sleeve variation of Kata-guruma, and we're gonna let's trade places here for a second, Brian. So cross sleeve works really well in a jiu-jitsu situation. In judo, taking a cross grip will get you penalized or possibly disqualified, depending on the how extreme the violation is. But typically, I think the rule is right now, if you do a cross grip in judo, you have to be doing a throw right away. So there's no taking a cross grip and pausing, hanging on to it for any amount of time. So, but in jiu-jitsu we don't have that rule, so we can hang on to any kind of cross grip for as long as we want to. It's a very advantageous grip. I mean, one of the problems that we run into in jiu-jitsu when we start applying throws is back exposure. So when I rotate in for, say, Nippon Seoi-nage, I have a lot of back exposure. It's easy for my opponent to take my back. So what happens is, it'd be really nice to do arm drag and get behind your opponent. A cross sleeve grip kind of helps make that happen. So once I establish a cross sleeve grip on Brian, it's very difficult for him to make any kind of attack because I'm more or less behind him at this point. I always think if I get my head behind my opponent's shoulder, I've pretty much started the back taking process. So be it on the ground or standing up, whatever, right? So if I'm here, I'm already in the process of taking this guy's back. So with the cross sleeve technique, any of the cross sleeve techniques also work versus the crouched posture that we tend to take in jiu-jitsu as well, right? So it doesn't really interfere with my entries to most of my throws. In this particular throw, we're going to move into what looks like it's very similar to a Russian 2-on-1 grip, but we have the sleeve, we have the material to hang on to. So once I establish this cross sleeve grip, I'm going to transfer my hand right underneath Brian's armpit. So instead of just catching inside of his tricep bicep area, I'm actually going to grab the material underneath his armpit right here. So from here, I'm keeping his arm hugged to my chest and my head on top of his head and my shoulder on top of his shoulder. At this point, he may choose to circle away from me, trying to avoid me taking his back. So when he does that, I keep this grip with my right hand and I drop my left knee right between his 2 feet, and I hook behind his leg with my left arm, and I can either just drop my knee and throw, which I'll demonstrate that now, which allows me to move right into a side control position, or Kazura Kesa, right? Or we can take the a slide out variation, right? So here, I move, I get my grip, I drop, and from here, I just sit out with my right leg. I'm going to force Brian into a forward roll, and then I slide right into a Kazura Kesagami. Show that from another angle. So with both of those, you maintain a pretty solid contact with your partner. So let's go this way just a little bit. So we're starting off here. First, I start off by establishing my cross sleeve grip. I break his grip loose. I've got a high collar or just a collar grip on him. From here, typically I try to arm drag the guy, right? In this position here, I switch my grip from the collar to under the armpit. I lock his arm tight, bring my head in close, and this kind of prompts him to circle to his left, or that's his right, I mean his right. I duck under, I hook his leg, and then I do a sit out, guiding him through the forward roll, slide in to Kazura Kesa. One more time this way. So again, we're here establishing normal standard grips. I pop his grip loose, I go to drag him. He's not liking that much. I switch my grip to here. I bring my head in, I'm heavy on his shoulder. He's trying to avoid getting this foot swept or me coming around behind you. So he's going to circle. As he circles, drop. I pull my head up and inside. I do my sit out. Rotate into Kazura-kasa. Thank you for watching today's video on our cross sleeve Kata-guruma. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, if you find some value in this video, please be sure to give us a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe and click on the notification tab to make sure you don't miss any future videos. And be sure to remember that when you learn a technique, you know one technique. When you learn a concept, you know 1,000 techniques. Our channel is here to serve you and to help you elevate your ground game with takedowns. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, we'll see you on the flip side.